Hey, KWRP is Katie Hardman and Chris Suarez, your OP and team leader. And we're back. You haven't gotten the two of us in 2 weeks, but we are excited to finish the week with you. Chris, what's new?
What is new? I think the interesting thing is in business, sometimes it's good when things are not new. I guess for me, a little bit of personal life is new. I did yoga for the first time this week, and actually it does relate to business, Katie. So I'll get to my thought here, but I learned a valuable lesson this week. I thought I was flexible, and then I did yoga. And I realized that that I'm not as flexible as I thought I was, nor as flexible as I need to be. And interestingly enough, as I was going through yoga and I'm trying to think about nothing except what they're telling me to think about, which is nothing, I couldn't help but relate my inflexibility in my body to potentially places in my life that I show up as inflexible. I like to say inflexible. Other people might say stubborn. And actually that has led me to do just a lot of thinking and reading on the topic of flexibility and stubbornness and lessons learned in flexibility. In fact, as you know, I've been writing a letter each week to the organization, and usually that is Saturday midnight or Sunday early morning hours. But I couldn't help but stay up late last night and write on this topic of flexibility. So that will be new this weekend. It's been new this week for me. I love learning lessons from everyday life or experiencing things and applying those lessons into business. And I think that right now, as important as anything is just pure flexibility.
It's funny you say that because what I wanted to share, what was new for me was, we've both been in masterminds with Gary Keller recently, and you shared a lot of your notes on Wednesday on the state of the industry. But one of the things that I heard in masterminding with Gary was this idea of stretching. I guess in your case, it'd be to be flexible. But he talked about stretching in relation to what's going on right now, right? Like we are all being stretched, and stretching is uncomfortable and stretching hurts. Yet when you stretch, you can go a little bit farther and it gets a little bit easier, and you can go a little bit farther and it gets a little bit easier. And I think that that's a perfect analogy for where we're at. And I didn't wear this shirt on purpose, but it does say "for the love of real estate." And I think that it's kind of a perfect, at least for where I'm at, like, gosh, a reminder of why are we in this, even though it's uncomfortable and we're not as flexible as we'd like to be, or we're having to stretch, like we are in this for the love of real estate. And I'm excited for next week because we're going to get back to a lot of the mindset and the culture behind why we're at KW. One of the things that, thank you to you, we have Mo Anderson coming on Monday, specifically to our network, right?
Yeah, I was actually, I won't take the credit for that, but Jessie Dill out of our Sunset Corridor office is the one that really spearheaded that for the entire network, to bring her in to speak to just our group on really the 4 pillars of mindset. To have Mo Anderson speak to our group, we've never had that before. It's never happened. So I'm really excited to be able to share Mo and listen to Mo on Monday.
Yeah. So I hope that everybody shows up. I hope we have 100% participation in that one because, gosh, I worked in the same building with her for 2 years and I couldn't even get a meeting with Mo. So the fact that we're all the way in Portland and we get a meeting with Mo is pretty incredible.
And a fitting week, right? As we head into Red Day, I think it's a big week for her. Obviously, she self-proclaims it's her favorite week of the year, and for her to take some time out of her schedule on her favorite week of the year and share it with us is awesome. And
yeah,
it prime us to really participate at a high level for Red Day as well.
And it's in honor of her birthday. So we will have the opportunity to sing happy birthday to her on Monday and hear some culture pieces and get back to the root of what makes KW so incredible. And then we are also doing a Spirit Week all next week. I don't think you know that, but dress up next week. And then Thursday's Red Day, and we're celebrating in a big way, giving back. And I think it's appropriate to tell you guys, holy cow, we've raised almost $1,000 in 24 hours for our Red Day project, which is providing a thank you and a lunch to the St. Vincent's hospital workers who share our parking lot. So we're truly giving where we live. And it's going to be pretty incredible. So I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend and come next week ready to hear Mo, ready to get some mindset for the rest of the week, and ready to really get back to why we love real estate. I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Thanks, Katie. Thanks, guys.